Hi everybody.
Hi.
Hi, welcome back to another Wind Down Wednesday. Sorry we had a short hiatus there.
Yeah, we did.
Had a little sickness running through our
Yeah,
households, and we're not very good wine tasters when when our noses are all
when your noses are clogged with mucus and you can't taste.
There's just like this nasty bug going around
It's like a
down
cold,
here.
like a massive head cold.
Around, like all of my students were kind of getting it at the end of the year. It just was.
The clouds are clearing for me now. They're clearing, and I think they've just about cleared for her.
I don't sound congested anymore.
No, but definitely feeling much better and feeling in the mood for some wine.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
So, and it's officially summertime for me. School year is out down here in Florida. So, hey, cheers. Happy summer. We are starting off tonight with you guys with our Mixtrack and what is this? The Easy collaboration 2020.
2020.
This rosé.
Yep.
So this is from North Coast, California. We also have another Mixtrack we're going to be sharing with you guys later on from a different area
that I happen to
of the world. Mixtrack is just basically the Scout and Cellar name for anytime they have collaborations with different vineyards. This is not the normal wine they put out, it's just something special. You
know what I'm curious about? It's a 2019 vintage, so it was before all of the COVID hysteria and all of the pandemic and all that. So now we have 2019 we can try, which hopefully will be good. But
well, this is described as fruity and crisp, and it is a mixture. It's a blend of 50% Prima Vito, 30% Sangiovese, and 20% Barbera.
Very refreshing.
So yes, it's this fruity and crisp.
Yeah, very refreshing. It's a hot Florida afternoon, but it's not bad here in the wine garden underneath the fan. And we got a good breeze going.
In the shade.
Yeah, in the shade.
It was a little bit like on and off overcast today too, so it didn't really like get up as hot as
it was raining on my way over here.
Yeah.
But now it stopped raining. Washed all of the pollen off of my truck. You can hear it in my voice. I still have a little bit of that stuff. But this weekend I was bad. She was nursing me back to health. So.
Yes. Well, it's a give and take. He took care of me when I was sick, and
she took care of me.
Yes. Yeah. While he was sick. Now this is interesting because this. This kind of reminds me of the other Mixtrack wine we had that was in collaboration with No Sex for Butterfly.
Really?
That other rosé. To me, I kind of get the same taste.
I'm getting a little bit of sweeter. What's the sugar? The residue sugar?
It's very low. The residual sugar is 0.05 grams per liter of residual sugar.
It tastes sweet, very light, very refreshing.
But not sugary.
Has to be refrigerated. Has to be refrigerated.
Most rosés I really like to have.
Oh yeah.
Chilled.
Summertime. This is great for this afternoon.
Again, you're like fruiting the wine, making a little. It's great to sip by itself. Make a little sangria with it.
I'm gonna make a little sangria.
You're sitting by the
bowl. I'm gonna fruit that like I normally fruit.
Yes, that's a good pick for it because this has notes of strawberry, tart cherry, mineral, salty, and citrus compote.
That's interesting. When I added the fruit, it gives it a different texture.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to taste with some of the different cheeses and everything that we have here, but they say yummy. If we could describe this new rosé collaboration wine in one word, it is simply just yummy. It's a blend of 3 grapes that are normally found in vineyards across Italy. But this is from North Coast, California.
Do you think they brought those grapes and those vines over from Italy?
I believe so, yes.
Wow.
I think they kind of take that as like the main, and then they use that to grow new vine.
That's really cool.
Over here, but it's old growth.
That's really cool.
Right, yeah. So Prima Vito is a cousin of Zinfandel and adds a lovely strawberry, juicy, and fruity note to the wine. The Sangiovese brings a crisp, tart cherry quality that brings a beautiful lift and brightness. And the Barbera, a classic blending grape in Cal Ital wines, brings a fresh blood orange flavor with a zesty finish. So it says more richness than a Provençal rosé. This Mixtrack still has a great character for a smooth patio rosé or pair with food.
Yes, exactly. This to me is a summertime sit out in the back porch at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, hot afternoon.
I agree.
And chill out, turn some music on, and have a good afternoon.
Just sitting around having like a charcuterie, charcuterie board. I would even say this would probably go well with brunch. You serve a lot of different, like fruit things and.
Oops, sorry.
And cheeses and pastry and stuff like that. I think this would go wonderful.
Yes, it would go wonderful. Life is good. I had a good day today. At work. I had a good day at work today. Good day.
I had a pretty productive day too.
She didn't work today, but I worked today.
No, I drove my parents to the airport because they were going out of town for a little vacation. Drove my son over to meet up with some of his friends. They were going to Universal Studios today, so that's a fun day.
I got the Corvette worked on today, a little more work.
Yeah.
Just for those of you that don't know, I own a 1975 Corvette that I am completely restoring. And each month, I do new things to it. I take it to a guy. I have a guy who owns a 75 Corvette, mechanic. So he does things with extra tender loving care, and he does a really, really good job. I'm not gonna tell you who he is, but because then you're gonna go running to him. But he's really good at what he does, and he takes care of me. But
it's a slow, methodical process.
It is because
it already runs great, but just like doing these minor things to kind of bring it back up to.
Well, today shock absorbers, fuel pump, the thing that pumps the fuel from the tank into the engine, and I got the air conditioning vents inside, brand new, all brand new vents. They look good. The other ones were all old. I mean, the car is a 75. So, anyways, back to the wine.
So this is 13.5% alcohol. And like I said, 0.05 grams per liter of residual sugar. Now, I tried some strawberry and then drinking the wine after, and I feel like that definitely brings out more of the minerality and the saltiness.
That's what I got from putting the strawberry in there. I'm gonna put my fingers in there. I'm gonna put my finger in there, if I can get it out.
So, it says that it pairs well with seafood, grilled chicken, and cheese plates. Again, charcuterie board's perfect. Grilled chicken, I think seafood more along the lighter, not seafood like in heavy creams or...
Maybe like snow crab or shrimp.
Yeah.
Maybe lobster.
Have like a nice shrimp cocktail. That probably would go really well with this, don't you think?
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. How about you invite everybody over and we do a big shrimp cocktail and then a huge shrimp cocktail on ice.
I already told my parents, since we were like over our sickness now, when they come back from their trip, that we'll get together. So maybe we'll break some of this stuff out.
My son said no to getting together tonight.
Yeah.
He invited me out. He's like, "Dad, pizza and beer."
He forgot that you were sick.
And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Oh, I forgot you were sick now."
Never mind.
So they're at Sun Creek right now. They're sitting at Sun Creek, and I'm not. So it's okay.
A little bit of the raspberry ale cheese. That I feel like the saltiness they're describing and the minerality.
Which one's the raspberry?
Right over here.
That one. Okay.
I feel like it just plays off really nicely with this wine. That cheese has just a tiny tad bit of sweetness to it.
Actually, the wine the rosé enhances that cheese.
Yeah, I think because of the saltiness.
Oh yeah, it enhances that cheese. I've tried all three of these and they're just whatever, but that definitely enhances it.
Goes the best with it.
The fruit that I soaked, the strawberry that I soaked in it, explodes in your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the raspberry.
I had a little bit of the sweet pepper.
Oh yeah.
That definitely complements too, like the sweet pepper.
Yeah.
Just plays off nicely of the fruit flavors.
Want some Asian zing?
The notes, no. Now your nose is going to start running.
Come on.
We have some Parmesan.
If you watch our videos, you know I love the Asian zing sauce.
Yeah, he loves
the
the super
Buffalo's
spicy stuff.
Wild Wings.
That's too much for me.
But in moderation.
Yeah.
You notice it's in moderation.
I have to have just a little bit more. I want to taste it with the
Maybe a splash.
Parmesan and garlic.
Before we move on to the next one, we're going to keep the video going. We're not doing 2 videos. And keep it going.
Yes.
Because it's easier for y'all. Here, I'm turning into a southerner. I said y'all.
I know. I was about to say.
Ooh, the Asian zing's kicking in. Ooh.
You want to taste it with the wine and see how you feel.
Ooh, it brings out the flavor of the garlic Asian zing sauce. I love that stuff. I'm sorry. I suffer and I torture.
That doesn't like compete against the taste of the wine because the wine is so like light and fruity and that's like really spicy.
It brings out the garlic in that.
Oh,
it brings out the garlic. If you want to try it, go ahead and try it. Don't be a chicken.
No, I think I'm going to pass on that.
She's being a chicken.
I know my limits.
She does know her limits.
So, oh yeah, I think this rosé is perfect for summertime. You can serve it with lots of different things. Again, I always bring up, the different salads. If you do it like a little bit of diced grilled chicken. Yeah. And you throw some strawberry and maybe some feta and some, I don't know, like walnuts or something like that on a salad.
I would even go so far.
A little vinaigrette. I mean, that would be delicious.
I would even go so far to venture as maybe grilled chicken, marinated chicken breasts with some coleslaw or something like that. Some diced cabbage, maybe some spinach salad with bacon.
Yeah.
Something like that. Just a light. It's a great wine. It's also it's a sipping wine. This is a great wine to sit out back with your friends, or your family, or your wife, or your husband in an afternoon.
Either just to sip on its own,
right,
or to have with some snacks, or some really great pairing options. So
we're going to move on to the second wine.
Yes. So we have another Mixtrack wine. This one is in collaboration with, and I have to say this try to say with a French accent. Frédéric Roca, Domaine Frédéric Roca collaboration, and this is from Languedoc, France. I looked up the pronunciation of that. It's southern France, like along the Mediterranean.
Would you wear a French maid outfit with that?
No.
Oh,
No, I would not. But I would sit along the ocean side and sip a glass of this wine.
Okay, well I like the French maid outfit.
Okay,
better than
well,
that. I just.
Yeah, to each his own.
It's kind of my flavor.
So this red wine hails from the world's most underappreciated wine regions, the Languedoc. It's earthy and concentrated with notes of mixed berries and fresh herbs with a bright finish that lingers. Now, you cheated and you took a little sip beforehand before we started, and you said it was very peppery.
My palate was cleansed, there was nothing, and it was very uber peppery. But now, after eating all these different things, it's not peppery.
When I smell, I get a lot of peppery.
Right? Yeah. It is. It's very peppery. It's Shiraz. It's a Shiraz.
Well, okay, so this is a blend. This is a red blend. It's described earthy and bold. It's 45% Grenache, 33% Syrah, 14% Mourvèdre, and 9% Carignan.
Well, that's a typical Shiraz.
The peppery.
Yes.
But it's 45% Grenache. Grenache tends to be a little bit more like bold, fruity.
If you look at Shirazes that are out there, Shiraz with a Z, most of them are that mix. They're a mix of the combination of these wines. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the Petite Syrah. Okay, I know you aren't either. You're not a huge Petite Syrah fan, but you are a fan of Syrah, like regular Syrah. We've had that before many times. But the Petite Syrah tends to be too mild.
This is definitely earthy.
You get the peppery zing.
When I taste it, though, I smelled peppery, but when I taste it, I don't get peppery at all. That it's not like an overpowering. I just get like earthy.
Well, I fruited it, and my guess is that the fruit that's in there.
Yes, that was a good pick for this one. The raspberries.
The fruit is going to absorb some of those spices and herbs.
Yes.
And then when I get to the bottom of the glass and eat the fruit, I'm going to taste those spices.
It has notes of raspberry, blackberry, and herbs. It doesn't specifically say on there, but it does say if you love Mediterranean food. There's a lot of people on Mediterranean diets right now with those that kind of go on that. Because it's healthier for you, eating a lot more olive oil and those kind of vegetables, and a lot of times
it's all vegetables
too.
right?
A lot of vegetables, lamb and things like that, but a lot more vegetable based dishes. Eggplant, zucchini, cucumber.
I'm going to start a chicken farm.
We need to start our own garden. We need to grow our own garden.
We'd have goats and chickens.
But it says, oh yeah, definitely. It says if you love Mediterranean food, this is a perfect match. Pairs well with olives, lamb, other Greek flavors, or anything seasoned with rosemary. So when they said specifically herbs, they were kind of leaning more along the line of rosemary.
Can we have a rosemary, oregano, basil garden at our house?
Yes, we can have that. You know what I'm thinking? Like if you do a lamb roast and you do seasoned with some olive oil and rosemary and maybe some garlic and things like that.
The different herbs.
And then the yogurt sauce that they do a lot in with Greek Mediterranean food.
Rosemary,
that would be
lamb.
Perfect with
rosemary, yogurty lamb is what you're talking about.
Yeah, tzatziki, I think, is what they call that white sauce that's like yogurt based.
Mm-hmm.
It has other stuff, dill. You love dill.
Oh, I love dill.
It has dill. That's not my favorite.
Dill is in the gyros, not gyro.
Gyro.
There's a lot of dill in there.
Yes.
You hate that.
So, okay.
But you'll eat the gyro though.
I will. Yes. If the dill isn't overpowering, then that's fine with me. So I'm gonna try.
I'll put dill in her eggs and she'll love it.
A little bit of the sweet peppers. I can tell if you do that.
No.
Will not love it. I assure you.
She doesn't like dill.
No.
I put dill on my eggs.
Sometimes. You put hot sauce on your breakfast.
My father used to put dill on his eggs.
Yeah.
He would say, "You want to put a little dill on your eggs?" And he'd put it on. They scrambled the eggs.
That seems so weird to me. Did anybody else do that?
It's delicious. Dill has a unique flavor. What do you think?
Huh. The sweet paper does it gives it a little bit different taste. It still has the earthy taste, but I don't know, just kind of brings out something.
How about Kalamata olives?
Something different. What do you think? I said specifically, it goes great with olives. I'm gonna try some of this smoky cheese.
I love Kalamata olives.
What do you think with the wine? Well, so now you have fruit in your wine.
Well, yes, but the Kalamata olives, and I've got garlic stuffed Spanish olives too, which that's raw garlic, and you know.
I bet that would go really well with this wine.
Okay. Let me try it. It's some raw garlic.
Okay.
Or make out with me after the raw.
Oh my gosh. It's like it comes out of your pores.
She's like, "I'm not making out with you." What? Oh yeah. Cuts the pungency of the garlic.
Now the smoky, what kind of cheese was that?
Smoked Gouda.
Was it smoked Gouda? It's
or is it smoked?
I can't remember which one it was. And I think it was Gouda.
It's Gouda.
It's kind of creamy, but with the smokiness taste is very complimentary to this wine. I think they go very nicely together. It doesn't take away from any of the taste.
It's funny, we always select the same exact cheeses. We select the sharp cheddar, the onion,
pepper jack.
caramelized.
No, that's pepper jack.
That's pepper jack?
Yeah, we don't have any of the caramel onion cheese
what's
this time.
this? This is the Locatelli?
Yes.
Oh, the Locatelli.
Yeah, we have white cheddar.
Romano cheese is made with sheep's milk in Italy. Watch.
Yeah.
Black fried.
Well, I mean,
very pungent.
This is from that region, so I would imagine that it probably goes very well together. Feta, too bad we don't have any of your blue cheese. That probably would go really well with this wine too. Just Mediterranean, anything Mediterranean would go perfectly with this wine.
Oh my God. Tastes like my sauce, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The Locatelli. It's sheep's milk Romano.
It's delicious. Do you remember that episode, that show we were watching on, was it Travel Channel or Cooking Channel or one of those Discovery channels, with Bobby and Giada, and they go around different places. They were like living in Italy.
Do that. We're gonna end up doing that.
Yeah, but remember she went to the farm where they make the wheels of
the wheels of the Romano. Remember how the process of it? I mean, they spend months and months. Now, tell me what you think. What does that do for you?
It brings out more of the pepper in it.
Isn't that delicious?
But yeah, it is very good.
So this would be good with my sauce.
Yeah. Now this is from France, but
So
Italian.
You think this would be good with pasta or no? Or Alfredo? You want Alfredo?
No, I definitely would. I would not put this with Alfredo. I think that would be like two totally different.
But either my garlic marinara or my bolognese. Which one?
Maybe the bolognese. I think it might go well with that. Okay, so something about this particular vineyard, the collaboration. It says we have a lot in common with our friends at Domaine Frederic Broca, but maybe most exciting is our shared love for the authentic, unadulterated, totally raw side of wine. The kind of pure passion that's the essence of the 90s hip hop. This collaboration celebrates wine and music at its absolute wildest.
90s hip hop?
Yeah, that's what they associate it with. Yeah, this red
That's
wine.
what I think when I look at that. Look at the bottle. It's got the neon boombox.
Well, that's the whole idea behind like naming these wines Mixtrack. Is because it
I
is
should
a
play
blend of
90s
a lot
mix.
of different things. But you remember like popping in your cassette and like making a mixtape of like all your favorite songs and like whether off the radio or like.
Do you remember waiting on the radio, waiting for
Yes.
that? You'd listen, wait for hours.
And you'd call into
You'd
the
go,
DJ and ask them to play a song, and then you'd wait. And
As soon as you push it.
and it was so irritating because you had to wait for them to stop talking.
Remember they talk over the song?
Yes, and you're like, oh, please just shut up.
Then you
Just
would
let me hear
record
my
the song,
song.
and then you hit pause, and you hit pause as soon as the song was over because you wanted to make your own mixtape.
Yes, and you want the songs to just kind of like nicely flow from
Yes.
one song to the other. Oh, I remember those
That's why I like
days.
Sirius XM. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, so that's the whole idea behind a mixed track is that it's a collaboration with with different vineyards doing something they don't normally do, and it's usually a blend of different types of grapes.
And let me just throw this out there. I think we should be planning another wine party here.
Yeah.
We should plan it for everybody who came before.
We're definitely gonna have to get some fans out here though for
wine
summertime parties.
We're gonna get misters out here. We're gonna get misters.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fans. We're gonna have music.
We'll have to start
we might get
the wine parties a little bit later in the day.
We might get Ronnie Gross to come out here.
Yes.
And you know what? That would attract him. We put Ronnie over there in the sun, so he'd be all.
No, he's gotta have an umbrella or something.
There. Put him right there.
He's gotta have an umbrella.
No, put him right there.
He already in the shade. He's already sweating while he's playing the music.
Oh my God!
So into
those people would love it.
I know.
They would love it.
It would be great. So this red wine was made from grapes handpicked from vineyards planted 25 to 45 years ago in the Languedoc region of France. After harvest, the grapes were sorted, destemmed, then crushed and placed in a combination of stainless steel, concrete, and wood vessels to ferment on native yeast for 2 weeks. The wine then aged in a combination of neutral French oak barrels, and I'm not quite sure how you pronounce this. I think it's foundress, until bottling, unfined, and unfiltered. So I read about these. These are like special oak barrels that are way bigger than a normal oak wine barrel. That just helps in the process in developing the flavors.
Wood oak barrels.
Yes.
Smoked.
Yeah. That develop these flavors. I mean, it's really quite interesting, the whole process of how they create these wines. There was something I wanted to look up real fast about this particular one. I gotta hop over to something else real fast. Sorry, hang on.
It's okay, because
you can improvise while
I can tell you right now
while I search.
that the Locatelli Romano, and go into your local grocery store and say, I want Locatelli. And say it like this, say, I want Locatelli Romano. Don't say Locatelli, say
Yes.
Locatelli. Walk in with your fingers like this, go, I want Locatelli Romano. And see what look at their face. They're going to look at you like, okay. They're going to know exactly what you're saying, especially Publix or Wegmans. They're going to know exactly what you're saying, and they'll give it to you. You have to ask for it because it's the best Romano cheese on earth. Ask her.
It is.
On earth.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's made from sheep's milk, and my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my great-great-grandmother used it in the sauce every single time. It was cheap back then. Now it's expensive.
So what I was saying about these foudre, because French, it's foudre.
Foudre is a bad word.
No. So these are these really large wine barrels. Some of them hold more than 1,000 liters of wine, and some are still used today that are over 100 years old.
The barrels?
Yes. That they put the wine in to sit and ferment before it's bottled.
I heard some of these wines are put with old whiskey barrels.
It depends on the flavors that they're trying to bring out.
Like those.
Yeah.
Because the flavors are in the wood.
Yeah, a lot of times whenever you get more of like, the oaky Chardonnays, obviously they put in like oak barrels versus the unoaked Chardonnay.
Right, the super,
and so that's
super
just like
heavy
in stainless steel.
Right.
But it's very interesting about the way that these wines are grown and then the process that they go through. So again, always with the clean crafted wines though, never any added fillers or chemicals or anything else like that to enhance the taste of the wines. This is just simply pure wine, the natural, very low in sulfites. But just the sulfites that naturally occur through the native yeast and the basic process of creating wine, and that's it. That's all you get.
That's all you get, and that's why you are clear the next day. That's why your head and brain are clear the next day.
A very low chance of having a hangover.
Unless you do a bender and get 4 hours of sleep. If you get at least 7 hours of sleep, you'll be okay. Trust me.
Well, even then, we haven't even tried any chocolate with this. I'm curious to see how that tastes, but. I mean, even if you indulge a little bit in these wines, the most you're going to feel is just a little bit like dehydrated. As soon as you drink some wine, or as soon as you drink some water, you feel back to normal again. But you don't get headaches because it's low in sulfites. All the extra chemicals that they put in regular mass-produced wines is also what causes you to have the headaches the next day and not feel very good. And you're not going to have that experience whenever you drink these wines. I have to eat this chocolate quickly because it's melting in my fingers.
I want you to try that wine-soaked berry.
Okay, after I have a little bit of chocolate.
Yes.
I'm making a mess here.
I'm going to tell me what you think of the wine so
Okay.
far.
First, let me try with the chocolate. We have some like almond dark chocolate.
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't say anything really about sweetness other than the fruit. I'm curious.
And we have Sophie here.
Yes.
And she's so patient.
Begging for snacks.
It's so good to be back doing our videos again.
I know we kind
We
of
were
got out of
sick.
our routine and everything was out of whack.
We were really sick last week.
Yeah.
We really were.
It was not good. I will say the dark chocolate with this wine is delicious.
It is.
It doesn't necessarily say that it pairs well with that, but I'm telling you from
I'm
my
gonna
own
have a
experience,
little bit more.
pairs well with dark chocolate.
I'm going to have a little bit more
Okay,
chocolate.
so a little bit of the raspberry that's been soaking in the wine.
What do you think?
Okay.
How does that taste?
The raspberry itself is delicious.
What's soaked in wine?
I feel like raspberries normally are a little bit too tart for me. Not my favorite. I'm going for different berries, but that after soaking in the wine, that's pretty good.
The dark chocolate is stupendous with this. Absolutely spectacular.
And that does help to kind of bring out more of the fruit flavor in the wine when you have it with the raspberry. What did you think about with the olives?
I thought it was great with the olives, but with the dark chocolate,
Mhm.
the extra dark chocolate with this wine, of course with the red wine it does bring it out, but my endorphins are firing off right now. The
I
chocolate and the fruit.
These are both great wines. It would go with a lot of different things. It's like perfect for summertime, and like Mediterranean
Yes.
is perfect for summertime too because you can do a lot of grilled vegetables.
Mediterranean diet.
I
You want to
really,
lose weight?
I'm gonna try to lean more that way because I'm watching my cholesterol.
Yep.
I'm trying to watch different things and
You trying it?
make some changes.
She's trying it. She's thin.
Trying to tone up a little bit this summer.
I'm kind of thin, but I need to lose a little weight here.
So, oh
Don't
stop!
I? Look at that.
No,
Look at
you're
that.
no,
Squeeze that.
no.
Squeeze the flab.
Squeeze the flap.
She squeezes my cat's flab.
Oh no, you do it,
She
and then she
squeezes-
scratches and bites
She
you.
squeezes the flab. It's
So-
irresistible, isn't it?
All right, well, on that note, I think we're going to sign off with you guys for tonight, but highly recommend these wines, definitely delicious. If you have any questions, make a comment in the video down
We're
below.
going to put a link down below. We're going to put the link for both of these
Oh,
wines.
and one more thing.
Yes.
All of the wines on Scout & Cellar's website are up to 40% off right now. It was just the month of May, but they decided to continue it on through the whole month of June as well. Our founder and CEO is wonderful and recognizes everybody's feeling the pinch right now in your budgets with gas prices and inflation of food prices and everything else, and they don't want you to have to miss out on having the
Here's
good
the deal.
wine.
If you
So,
ever want to try these wines, now is the time.
it's an excellent time.
Right now is the time. These are on sale, both of them. I bought this one at 40% off. I got it. I'm buying more of it tonight. You guys should do it. The links are going to be provided down below, both on Rumble and YouTube. Like our videos, subscribe, and share our videos, and talk to your friends about it. And guess what? We might feature you if you send us a picture of you drinking one of these wines.
Yeah, a little video clip, just short little video clip.
Send us a little video clip.
Let us know what you tried it with, what you paired it with, what you think of the flavors, if you agree with the description on the website.
On Clean Cork It on Facebook, you can private message us. Go ahead and send us a video, send us pictures. We don't care. We'll take it, and we will mention you in our next video.
All right, everybody. I hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend, and have a great week.
Bye.